Today in this video, I'm going to be talking about what is faith. This is a question I've thought a lot about in the last couple of years, and I just wanted to bring it here to the channel. Hello everybody, I'm Holly Dines. Welcome to Soulful Self HD. A lot of people talk about faith in terms of something that they have, something that they have acquired over time. I partially agree with that, but I don't think that faith is something that we can go out and find and attain and then put it in our little back pocket. It is actually, for me, the experience of awakening. Like the awakening has created my faith because I have awakened to what is unseen, the existence of something unseen. And although some people may believe that having faith makes you right with God, my understanding of faith now is that faith is the awakening to the fact that I am already right with God. I am already connected. The connection has been there all along. I am only now aware of it, and that awareness brings about a faith. So my faith is in the understanding that I am connected to the source of all that is. There is no way to be without that connection. It is a part of us. God is a part of me, and we are all in God. In this context, I am saying that God is the unseen energy that is the basis for everything that is. Let's go back a little bit here. In the Bible, the word that they use for faith is pistis. Pistis is always referred to as a gift from God. It's not something that we can attain on our own. It is a gift. So what does that mean to get a gift from the unseen source of all that is? To me, the gift is the awakening. I had been courted by this energy to realize it. And we all are. This universal energy of source is always leaning in our favor. In fact, another Greek word, chara, is the root word for grace, and that means to lean into, to lean towards, to favor. So the grace of God is our favor. Now, this sounds like there is a person, there is a person out there that is batting in our favor, but I want you to understand it more as an energy that underlies everything. It is like the love that exists in all that is. So if you can think of all the energy that exists in the world is at its core a love, then that gets closer to the idea of what God is for me in this. There are times when it can feel very personal. So I'm not negating that there is a personal connection with God. There is it is definitely our, the sweetness of this experience is that it does feel so intimate and close, right? But I want you to maybe let go of some idea that there is someone doing something on your behalf. It is simply the energy of the universe is always in our favor. And how do we respond to that? Our faith is the answer to that question. How do we respond to that? Do we have faith in what we see through our eyes? Do we have faith in the physical world? Before I had this spiritual awakening experience, my utter faith, the only thing I thought I could count on was the physical world. And that's where I was squeezed. It was like a gradual squeezing shut, a squeezing to utter resistance, just utter shutdown, slow down, if that makes sense. So back to the word pistis. Pistis. This word in some more secular texts was used to refer to some sort of guarantee, like a warranty. So to think of faith as a warranty. Now, God is making promises, or let's say the universe has certain fundamental promise to be in our favor. And there are certain laws to how the universe works, and I will go into those in a future video. But when we understand the way the universe works, and a little hint is our thoughts matter. When we understand how the universe works, then we understand the guarantee that when we claim this, when we claim the warranty, when we make a policy claim, we will get an answer in our favor. Ask and you shall receive. So faith is this utter trust in that process. It's sort of a trust in the way things work, the unseen. The way the unseen works, not the way the physical world works. The physical world is a co-creation of us, humans, in our mental bodies, creating with the power that we have this connection with God. We only can create with that connection of that energy. But we create through a distorted lens, a distorted, protective, fearful, self-preserving lens. But when we can be freed from that, then we can create what we desire. I think we can understand that there is a level of this existence that is unseen. And it is from this other level where our experience of faith happens. So it is not that we make a conscious choice to do or think something. It sort of happens. A feeling happens, a connection happens. And when we can put some conscious awareness upon it, then it strengthens. It strengthens. Let's go back to the Bible and see what it says about faith. James 2:26 says, "As the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without deeds is dead." Just as this three-dimensional body is dead without a spirit animating it, it goes the other way too. The unseen, the unmanifested, the unmaterialized is dead without action, without putting it into existence, without breathing it into material form. It is done so by our thoughts and by our actions. This is how we create the world around us. Faith, the unseen, is dead without those deeds. We must sort of prove that we understand this, or at least apply it in a way that is beneficial to us and to everyone. We must line up our heart's desires with what we choose to do and to think. When they are not in sync, when they are not aligned, we undo the power that is within us. We disconnect from God. We disconnect the power source, and then we attempt to do things simply by our mind, which can only think rational thoughts. And that's our limitation. We are limited to that. And it's not serving humanity to stay locked in the mind. When we open, when we surrender, we experience the faith in the unseen. We experience this deep trust that catches us and holds us in the place that we so desire. Let's go back to the example that I brought up at the beginning. It's the passage from Matthew 14. And in it, there are a few of Jesus's friends on a boat. He says he wants to go up and pray on the mountain. And what he's doing on the mountain is connecting, strengthening his connection to God. What they're doing in the boat is experiencing some storms. They see in the mist, in the fog, out of the storm, upon the water, Jesus walking towards them. They think it's a ghost because they've never seen anything like that. When they realize it's Jesus, Peter says, Jesus, it's you. I want to do that. Command me to go out there to you. Peter, thinking that Jesus is the only one with access to this power, asks that question. It's fine if he has an utter faith in Jesus's power, but as soon as he does the right thing in terms of going towards his desire, he steps out of the boat. He at least doesn't keep fear from crippling him in the rocky boat. But as he's stepping, and it doesn't sound like he falls immediately through, he's walking, but as soon as a gust of wind comes, he remembers he's walking on water and he starts to sink. He gets distracted. The focus that he had, the connection he had to that power within, the connection that Jesus has to the unseen, Peter also had for a moment. But he lost it because he got distracted by his fears. His thoughts about wind, storms, water, the way the physical universe works, made him falter in the power of the unseen. So what is Peter to do? Ask. Ask. Ask for a strengthened faith. Ask for your unseen soul to meet and connect with the unseen energy of divine, of God. Faith and spirit within us, the strength of that power within us, faith and spirit are strengthened in the same way. And that is by breath. You knew I was going to say that. Every episode I am talking about the importance of breath. It all connects. It is not simply a physical practice that calms our physical bodies. It is not simply a chemical reaction within our body. It is not simply a function of the body, of the flesh. It is a spiritual experience. It is the strengthening, the connection, the quickening of our souls on this earth. And this is how we are saved from ourselves. This is how we create what we desire. Breathe consciously in through the top of your head, through your body, through your heart, through your belly, and out into the earth, and then back up. breathing in to your belly, filling your belly on the inhale, contracting your belly on the exhale. Tighten your core as you breathe. The muscle tightening is also telling your mind where your breath is. And by making these connections, the unseen has a place to land. Our souls have a place to land, and our connection to God, our physical bodies are the portal from which divine comes in to the earth. By our words and by our actions, the divine is made manifest on this earth. Yes, we are connected to the earth in ways to these physical objects and these animate and inanimate objects. There is a connection. There is, because it's something that we are all created and exist from the same energy. Quantum science is showing us that when we see everything at its tiniest, on the level of the proton, that everything, even this building behind me, even my flesh, even my bones, are made of vibrating waves. It can either be perceived as particles or waves, depending on our point of view. This is the essence of everything: frequency, waves. And when we understand that and how to use that, it unlocks our spirituality and a power rises up within us that we had not had before. So I invite you, breathe deeply. See what changes when you breathe deeply every day. Do it 5-10 minutes. Sit down in silence, consciously breathe, meaning put your awareness on your breath. Let go of your thoughts. When they come up, okay, notice them, but then just let them fade off. They're not important. And it doesn't matter, the thoughts. Don't let them matter. Try to find that silence. And in that space, that vacuum of a space, what rises up? That's my question to you. What rises up in you? Let it create something good. Let it respond to your desires and do what you came to do on this earth. We all came here for a reason, and we all have a purpose. And with God energy in us, we can accomplish it. All right, come back to my next video next week. And if I get enough support, maybe I can make 2 videos this week. Come on, like, subscribe, comment, share. I don't know. The more people that see it, the more it gets to more people. I want it to find who it needs to find. And together